Okay, everyone, so another lecture and another lecture about big data. But here, so in this lecture, we are going to talk about a setup. So guys, see, whenever you have to practice a big data, so obviously you have to do a system setup. So where you need a HDFS layer, the lower layer, file system layer. And on top of that, so you need maybe a data warehousing, for example, a Hive. On top of that, so maybe you need a NoSQL based databases, maybe a HBase. You need some other services called as Scoop, called as Flume, maybe to submit a job or to schedule a job, you need a UG. So there are like so many requirements that comes in between. So whenever we try to practice a big data, and that creates a bottleneck because it's very difficult to get all of these things in a local system at once. But I'm going to show you that. I'm going to give you a file. I'm going to share a file with all of you. So where quickly you all will be able to do a setup and you will start doing a practice. Now going forward, I'm going to even teach you that how over a cloud platform, for example, inside AWS, there is a service called as EMR, Elastic Map Reduce. And technically with the help of that EMR, you will be able to set up the entire Hadoop cluster and you will be able to configure without any kind of a hustle. Literally without any kind of a hustle, you will be able to configure the entire cluster and a respective services. So whether it's a Hive or maybe HBase, maybe a Spark, maybe a Flume, maybe a Scoop, everything on top of the HDFS file system layer, you will be able to do it. So that is something called as EMR, which comes inside AWS. Now, if I'll talk about Azure, so inside Azure, so there is something called as HD Inside. So again, you will be able to build a cluster and all of these services you will be able to provision. That will come into a later stage. But as of now, as a beginner, so if I'm going to start, so obviously I have to do a local system setup. And this is the configuration which I'm going to show you is going to come handy for all of you. So where without even investing one single rupees, you all will be able to, you all will be able to do a system setup. Plus this file is not available over the internet as of now. So I'm going to share this entire file with all of you. I'll talk about that. So what file I'm talking about. Yeah. So let's get started, guys. So first of all, I'm using a Windows machine. So there is a possibility that you are using a Linux or maybe you are using a Mac machine. That's completely okay. Minimum 8 GB RAM is required. So if in your system RAM is less than 8 GB, this will work. Maybe this will launch itself, but it is not going to work. It is not going to work in a smoothest possible manner. So make sure that your RAM is 8 GB. Now, if that condition is fulfilled, then very first step that you have to take over here is to download Oracle VM or Oracle VirtualBox. Yeah, so Oracle VM VirtualBox. Now it's available for Windows, it's available for Mac machine, it's available for all the other Linux variants as well. Yeah, so you can try to download a Windows installer over here. Now, once you are going to download this Windows installer, right, which is like a 119 MB in size, not a big one, I would say, right? So then try to execute and install it. Simple, right? So one by one, just execute and install it. So like the way I'm installing it, and click on yes, click on next, click on install. So I have already installed it, but yeah, so with this installation, so I will end up installing a latest version of a VirtualBox. That's a whole thing which matters, right? So once you will be able to install this VirtualBox, which will not take much of your time, then what we need, we have to create, or we have to practice inside a complete Hadoop kind of a ecosystem, right? Where everything is available at one place. Yeah, everything is available at one place. So I have basically something called as Cloudera QuickStart VM. So Cloudera was providing a distribution. So I have that distribution. That distribution you will not be able to find out anywhere over internet as of now. So I have already tried. It's available with me since many years, and for teaching purposes, I'm using it. And then, like I said, so eventually we'll move into EMR. Eventually we'll move into HD Inside. We are going to use even a Databricks for a Spark. But yeah, to do a basic practice, you need Cloudera. And I have Cloudera inside my system. So Cloudera QuickStart VM, and file size is a little bit bigger. Yeah, file size is approximately 6 GB of file. So I'm going to attach a drive link so that you all will be able to download it. But yeah, so once you are going to install a VirtualBox, then try to download a Cloudera. Once you are going to unzip it after download, right, you will be able to see two files. Just click on this first small file. So just double click on this first small file and it will start launching, right? It will launch it automatically. So what it is going to launch? So it is going to launch a QuickStart VM. So how you will be able to launch it? Simple, you will be able to see Cloudera QuickStart VM, click on start. So once you're nothing, no need to do anything, right? No need to do anything. Everything will be done automatically, right? Everything will be like done automatically. It will take some time, right? It will take some time. So maybe like a 45 second of time, or maybe depends upon the system. So maybe for some of you, it is going to take 2 to 3 minutes of time. Just wait and watch, right? How much time it is taking for me? Not more than 1 minute for my system. But yeah, for some of you, so it is going to take maybe 2 to 3 minutes of time as well. If you're using a 8 GB RAM or 16 GB RAM system, i5 or i7. And quickly, right? Quickly within a couple of minutes, my entire Hadoop ecosystem will be ready. This is how easy it is, right? This is how easy it is. Although I'm going to show so that you can practice. So here, let me tell you what you will be able to practice. So you will be able to practice a HDFS command. You will be able to practice a basic Linux command. You will be able to practice basically, I would say, Spark, but Spark older version is available. 1.6 is available. So you can try to upgrade it to the latest version. You will be able to practice Hive inside this one, Scoop inside this one, MySQL inside this one, HBase inside this one. You will be able to even observe Spark UI. You will be able to observe the entire jobs. You will be able to observe a node manager, and whatever I taught you with respect to a Hadoop cluster or Hadoop architecture, everything you will be able to observe it. You will be able to even practice Uzi over here. And then it's a Linux machine, right? So if something is needed, if you would like to install something on top of it, you can do it. So almost on a verge of completion. Yeah. And like I said, you will not be able to find it over the internet. So I'm keeping this file since many years, so that I can share this with my. You can try to even build a Docker image. But again, so bringing all of those services in one Docker image, it's a little bit tough task, and a lot of things you will have to manage in terms of version and in terms of installation and configuration. So it's better to use a stable Cloudera QuickStart VM. I will even try to show you that how you can try to open up your virtual machine network, and you will be able to transfer a file from a Windows machine or maybe a Linux or maybe from a Mac machine to this machine. So this is a VirtualBox, right? So this is the separately different instances, you can say, machine inside a machine. So I'm going to teach you that part as well. Not in this video, maybe in a next video, immediate next video. Okay, so welcome to Cloudera. This is a screen that we have been looking for. This is the screen that we have been waiting for. And yes, this screen is available. This is something that you need. It's a Linux machine, so now you can try to update it. You can try to install. You can do whatever you want. You have a machine inside a machine. And here, so if I'm going to open up a browser, right, open up a browser, so you will be able to find out Hue. Okay, Firefox already running but not responding. Okay, leave it. Not an issue. So you will be able to find out Hue, you will be able to find out Hadoop, and whatever things I taught you with respect to a Hadoop. I'm going to explain it, don't worry, one by one, each and everything. HBase is available, Impala is available, Spark is available, Uzi is available, Cloudera Manager is available. So everything is available in one single place, guys. Yeah, everything is available in one single place. So okay, it will start. Let me click on Hue, and here the username, which is the default one, is Cloudera. Cloudera. Yeah. I think this CLOUDERA, Cloudera, CLOUDERA. Cloudera. So basically, Hue is nothing but it's a UI interface, and with the help of basically Hue, here itself you will be able to write a query. by using a different editor. So maybe a Pig, Java, Spark, MapReduce, Cell, Scoop, Impala, Hive. So just in this UI itself, and it is giving you even a terminal. So if I would like to launch maybe a Hive, so I can try to launch a Hive over here. If I would like to launch maybe a HBase, so I can launch a HBase over here, right? So HBase Cell, so Hive, yes, I'm able to launch. If I would like to launch maybe a Spark, I can launch Spark. If I would like to run maybe a HDFS command, so yes, I will be able to run HDFS command. If I would like to run maybe a pick command, I will be able to run each and everything over here in one single place. And if I would like to run something from Hue, I can run that as well. So Hue is nothing but it's a user interface which has been given to you, a UI interface which has been given to you. As far as this HDFS is concerned, so I can try to observe my name node, I can try to observe my data node, I can try to observe my snapshots, startup utils, which I taught you in a theory, right? So file system image, and then edit log I was talking about, a checkpointing I was talking about. So everything you will be able to observe it in one single place, guys. Everything in one single place. Plus, you will be able to even browse your file from a UI interface. So wherever your file is, you will be able to browse it. You will be able to check it that, okay, fine. So this is the file that I have. And yeah, so everything means literally everything you will be able to observe it with the help of this UI interface. So as we are going to progress, so we will keep on exploring all of these things one by one. This is something that we have to learn, right? So this is, if you would like to learn something about a solar engine, you can learn even that over here. And if I have to maybe update something, so I can come over here and then I can try to update it. And this is how easy it is to set up a Hadoop system. Even in EMR, so it is not going to take much of time, but yeah, it is going to cost you money. Even in case of HD Insight over Azure, it is not going to take much of time. They have made it very, very easy. And doesn't matter whether I'm looking for 2-3 nodes or I'm looking for 200-300 nodes, I will be able to spin a machine without spending much of time, but it will cost me a money. So for practice, this is a best possible environment that you all will be able to see, that you all will be able to get. So we are good with respect to the installation. So in our next video, I'm going to talk about a file transfer basically. So how I can try to transfer a file from my local system to this particular system, because we will end up doing a lot of file transfer in between, back and forth. So this to this and this to this, right? So we will be doing a lot of file transfer. Not just that. So in the, again, upcoming videos, I'm going to even talk about a complete ecosystem introduction, and then a Linux command, and then a HDFS command I will be talking about. Till then, thank you so much everyone. Take care and see you again. Do the setup, do the installation.